All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. So, Brother Kasha Kwala from the GMS Atlanta Church. I want to come with a lesson today and where you should be storing up your alms. So, I'm going to start in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 29. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let not it rust under a stone to be lost." That's right. Let it not rest under a stone to be lost. Okay, so if a brother needs help financially and you got it, help the brother out. You know what I'm saying? Be brotherly and do so. Obviously, the other brother shouldn't be doing it in a malicious type manner or trying to manipulate a brother to get what's in his pockets. But if you are a brother who may have a little bit of substance, help the body. That's all, literally how you take this scripture. That's kind of what it is. If you know you got it, lend your helping hand, because guess what? Your brother would do it for you. All right. It's reading Sirach 29 and 10 again. "Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost." Now that's the carnal sense of that scripture, which are what I was saying earlier. But the spiritual sense in the scripture is your money is his wisdom. Okay, so yeah, your money is his wisdom. I got a quick precept. I think it's Matthew 25. Yeah. So it's Matthew. Let's see. Matthew 25 and 14. Because you're gonna see where how this knowledge and wisdom is the money that you received, and the scriptures clearly tell you to lose your money for thy brother. If you're losing your money for your brother, that means you're relinquishing this wisdom off to another brother. All right, and you're making a trade. All right, you're spending that money. Okay, in order to build something up, you're investing in something. You know what I'm saying? So it's lose thy money for thy brother. The brother has a question, something spiritual. If he wants to go through a lesson, or if he wants to go through a chapter, do it. That's sacrifice, okay? And you might teach him or show him something that he didn't see in the spirit when he first read the chapter or whatnot, just as an example, okay? But you're always, every time you're around Akim, it should always be a spiritual exchange, or at least a spiritual moment within that day, okay? Both of y'all are losing the money to your brother, but in all, it comes right back because you're trading. You're trading the talents. All right. So it's Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods." Verse 15. "And unto one he gave 5 talents, a, to another two, and two salak into one salak." Let me reread that. Verse 15. "And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another two, and to another one, to every man according to his several ability." So every man gets some money according to what they can handle. Okay, is what the Lord gives to him. All right. It says, and straightway took his journey. Okay, so we got this money. Now we're going straightway to see. He's gonna see what we're gonna do with the money. Okay. And one part of this having this money, it says, "Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let not it rust under a stone to be lost." That's right. Because first off, I'm gonna read something real quick in Isaiah 5. It's about the garden. All right. Let's see something. There you go. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 2. All right, I'll start at 1. Now will I sing to my well beloved a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill. Okay, well beloved, the beloved house of David. Okay, all right, verse 2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof. Okay, so in the house of David, there's a garden. Okay, or you can say the the house of David is like in the midst of the garden because we're building right now. All right, it says he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof. So if you're losing your money for your brother, you're not letting it rust underneath a stone. Because if you were, you wouldn't be in that garden. You wouldn't be a part of that garden. Okay, that's speaking about in Isaiah 5 and 2. It says, and gather the stones thereof. When we're trading money inside of this vineyard, inside of this fenced garden that Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai made, who his name is that tower in the midst of it, okay? And he already gathered out the stones, and why are you letting your money rust underneath a stone? The only conclusion is because you were on the outside of that fenced garden, okay? So continuing, it says, verse 10, Sirach 29 and 10, lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. So we see where we got the money from, okay? The master, okay? He gave his servants these talents. Let's go into the word talent, okay? Because even when you look up talent, which I'm probably going to do here, it's worth like $1 million or $2 million or something like that, okay? The Greek is talaton. It says the scale of balance, a pair of scales, that which is weighed, a talent, a weight varying in different places and times, a sum of money weighing a talent and varying in different states and according to the changes in the law and regulation currency. Okay, so it's like a talent of silver, a talent of gold. Okay, let's look up how much a talent is just to get the carnal sense of it. How much is one talent? It says some authorities say that talent typically weighed about 75 pounds, varying from 20 to 40 kilograms. In June 2018, the international price of gold was about 41,000 per kilogram. 1 gram cost $38. At this price, a talent 33 kilograms would be worth $1.4 million. Okay? So when just on a carnal sense, when Yahushua gave his servants these talents, you do the math. 5 talents, 1.4 million times 5, 1.4 million times 2, and then he gave one just 1.4 million, just on a carnal sense, to go to show you how much that was worth, how much his wisdom is worth. I'm not putting the price tag on the wisdom, but I'm using it in a sense just to back up what I'm saying. Okay, so no brother out there is confused. All right. I'm going to give 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1. It says, I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, as even as unto babes in Yahushua. Okay? So therefore, I'm speaking in a carnal sense when it comes to the talents, to bring it all back to light, so you can understand a spiritual side of it. Okay? How much this wisdom really is. Okay? All right? So understanding how much that money that we have, why not lose it for a brother? Okay, we have a lot. All right, and right now, before the curtains close on our liberty, we have the chance to continually flip it every day. Okay, so lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. If you're letting your money rust under that stone, I'm gonna continue all the way down to the dude with the one talent. Okay. All right. All right, this is Matthew 25:26. If you let that money rust underneath that rock, okay? You let that money rest underneath that rock and not lose it for that brother. This is what the response will more than likely be. This is Matthew 25:26. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. So that goes to show you, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be like, yo, I don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying? Or you're wicked, bro. You're slothful. You ain't got my money. You're gonna have to get murked. You know, in a lack of better words, the Most High is just gonna smoke you because you ain't got his money. All right. So you got to think about it. Yahweh is the creator of all things, right? He's creator of all things. Okay. There's mobs on the earth who are about their money, and if you don't get their money, you probably gonna get smoked. Now, what makes them have that certain personality? Who were they created by? So what makes you think the Lord, when he comes back, is gonna be like, yo, where's my money? Okay? Because the money that we're gonna show unto the Lord is that we stayed faithful to the end, and then we have 5,000 followers right behind us ready to get saved. Okay? We might have 5,000 of the 1/3 behind us, and we're offering it to him. There might be 10,000 peaceful multitude with us, so we can present it unto the Lord to show him that we worked his works, and this is what we gathered. Okay, we rep and we sowed, and this is what we gathered from the works and the wisdom that you gave us. All right, so when he comes back, it's gonna be, yo, where's my money? I gave you some money. Where's my money? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So going back to Sirach chapter 29 and 10, lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. So if you let it rest under that stone, you are not inside of that garden that's spoken about in Isaiah 5 and 2. So continuing, verse 11, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. Okay, that's the same thing. Let me get something real quick. Maybe 1 Kings 3. There we go. So it said again, it says, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. So this is 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 10. And the speech pleased Yahweh, that Solomon had asked this thing. What did Solomon ask? Let's go to verse 9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? It says, verse 10, and the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing, that he asked to get a level of discernment so he can be a righteous ruler in Jerusalem, okay? Because he was king. All right, so going on to verse 11, 1 Kings 3 and 11, and the Most High said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and has not asked for thyself long life, neither has asked for riches for thyself, nor has asked the life of thine enemies, but has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. Okay, so that is what you call laying up a treasure according to the commandments of the Most High. When King Solomon prayed, he did not pray for riches. He did not pray for glory. He did not pray to get his enemies in subjection. He didn't pray for none of that. He prayed for the wisdom. Okay? That's why he wrote in Proverbs 4 and 7. Let me get it real quick. In Proverbs 4 and 7, it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom And with all thy getting, get understanding. That's why he wrote that right here, because that's what he prayed for in First Kings, the 3rd chapter. And in turn, the Most High gave him those things, okay, the riches. But the wisdom profit him more than gold. So, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold, okay? So it says, so let me read, let me get one more scripture, okay, to bring that point home. We'll go on to the next. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. It says, let's start at 19. Matthew 6, verse 19. Lay up yourselves treasures upon earth. Salat. Lay not up yourselves treasures upon earth. So who gives a fuck about these cars, these chains, these fast girls, okay, and these clothes, man. Okay, that's something that's gonna get burnt up at the end of the day. All right. Where moth and rust doth corrupt. All right, exactly. All things here are corrupt, all right, and they rust away, all right, and their thieves break through this, and their thieves break through through and steal, okay. Your car can be jacked, your clothes can be jacked, someone can just come up in your house, all right, and take your shit, all right. So verse 20, but lay up yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. All right? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if you got your mind on the kingdom, that's 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 where your mind is going to be all the time. All right? If you got your mind on a car, then your mind is in the world all the time. Okay? So again, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 29, verse 11. Lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High. So that was something that Yahweh Shai said right here. He's telling us to lay our treasures up in heaven. All right. So that is a commandment. All right. It says, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. You will get way more. Because anyway, how do you get the profit? How do you get the gold? How do you get the women? Through the wisdom. All right. I'm not saying go out and use your wisdom in a malicious manner, but in order to get certain things in this earth, you need a level of wisdom to do so. In order to plant a garden, you need the wisdom and knowledge to do so. In order to make a tincture, make an oil, you need wisdom to do it. You need wisdom on how to get it. Okay? So the last part of this, it says, shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. That's right. If you shut up alms in the storehouses, which means you're shutting up alms spiritually, and you're getting ready spiritually for a doom, like these doomsday preppers. They shut up alms, okay, things that they could give but keep from themselves inside a bunker. All right, we're laying up our treasures inside of our bunker for that day of wrath that's about to come. Okay, so shut up alms in thy storehouse, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. See, it shall deliver thee from all affliction. So we're gonna get a quick precept to that. If I'm not mistaken, it's in Revelation 3. Um, it might be 2. Let me say 2. Salakia. I lost my. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. That's Satan, but it's all good. It might be 3 because when you lay up, you'll. Let me see if I can find this. Bear with me. There we go. That's what I want. So this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. All right. This is you laying up alms. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So that is an example of you laying up alms, and it will deliver you from thee from all affliction. All right. So continuing, just for the sake, it says, because thou hast kept the Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. But if you've been storing up your alms, and guess what? He will deliver you out of that. It's almost like you're saving up your faith account, okay? And then when you have to go to the store and buy, or yeah, if you have to go to the store and buy, then you can buy certain things so you're good, okay? You go to the grocery store to buy food so you're good for the week, all right? So we'll go into that spiritual store so we can buy certain things so we're good for the Jacob's trouble, all right? So, that's really all I wanted to get into. And also, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of the world. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruits, Brother Kasha Kwala. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I want to say Shalom.